me the name for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. They try to read when I drive with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, go timeouts. Change them quick, they sign up. Tryna hear my line now. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you does like a wide out. Studio been my hideout. Can't shed tears, mama ain't no cry now. On me, gonna.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Under pressure, they got him again. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Here's Blake Gillikin now. Taking on the midfield logo. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Drops this underneath for Pollard. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Now a dump off here complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. On play action, they'll throw. And it's caught. Touchdown! Jake Ferguson from 8 yards out, and the Cowboys have taken the lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. second down and a run by Robinson.
Yeah, nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Ritter from the gun.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on the punt away. Fielded at the 43.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks. 30 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And that's complete downfield to Cooks.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and given the 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
Touchdown! Tony Pollard, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Falcons offense set to go.
They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. On third down, Robinson. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And taken at the 46. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to throw. Now he's flushed out left. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. They'll look to throw. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half. Lutz good on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Now Ritter to throw on first down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. So we've come upon halftime. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
That's a tremendous start to the third quarter. These guys had their foot on the gas the entire first half. They continue to keep the accelerator down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down again.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. He'll take this inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense.
Not a bad day at the office there. Maybe he would like the catch number to go up a little bit, but I think most guys would say 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. That's okay.
I think if the
Touchdown, Cowboys! Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter. Some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Ritter here on 3rd and 2. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
It's fielded at the 45.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb,
67 yards.
and the Cowboys get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their own 14-yard line. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do.
Ritter has it knocked down. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him.
From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receiver as he brings out this offense.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Cowboys take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Robinson up the middle.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
The Falcons send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. That's taken on his own 46.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense.
And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked.
Now this throw caught left side.
A big play here for Dallas.
And even 40 yards.
too here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop.
Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll go with the keeper. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
It's their quarterback. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Cowboys are moving closer to a day now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. So out come the Falcons now. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Ritter now. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Here's Ritter again. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. They'll look to throw here. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. That's taken it around the 40. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive. Touchdown! Brandon Cooks, 27 yards. And the Cowboys add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Lutz good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And he fields it at his own 45. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys extend their lead yet again. Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as he just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
2nd and 10 now. It's Ritter.
Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This offense so far on 3rd down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers. He brings out this offense.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Lutz good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as he just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Atlanta regains possession of the football. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. Ritter has it knocked down.
It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. As their offense heads back onto the field.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Ritter. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them, but the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2s, oh my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
It's a quarterback sneak, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And here now come the Falcons. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even 1 score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Ritter. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he's brought down all the way back in the end zone. My goodness, that's going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the deep...
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them.